What's up everyone, it's Liam Catterson here, and we are going to do a second Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. top 10. Of course, yesterday's video for you guys was the top 10 characters of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in my opinion. And we're going to do the same thing again, only replace characters with episodes, and there won't be any images, I guess, besides me. It's going to be all me talking, so hopefully, I don't have any regrets about this list. I've been thinking it through, I've been thinking, okay, this needs to go this. Are you sure you want to do this, Liam? So, any changes now, they can't be rectified. But yes, today for you Americans, it will be the day. It will be the 100th episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I can't wait to react to it tomorrow morning. In my perspective, I'm sure I'm going to be dead by the end of the 100th episode. I mean, it has been teased it's going to break fans and all that, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm hoping by break it means Fitzsimmons getting married, and yeah, but probably not. Probably not. So with that said, let's just dive into the top 10 of my top 10 episodes of all time. And as always, just leave your thoughts about what your top 10s are. I'll be interested to read your opinions about what you think is the top 10. Because there's there will be 100 episodes on Friday for you guys. But yeah, I'm interested to see if, any other episodes. Because there's a lot more options, I guess. Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. never fails to disappoint me. And, it's not like there's any toxic level of episodes in my opinion, but like I said, it'll be interesting to read your opinions on what your top 10s are or what your favourite episode is. So with that said, let's roll into my top 10 episodes of all time for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Those that didn't make the cut, unfortunately. Gutting to cut these out, but oh well. Closure, Mavis, The Ghost, A Hen in the Wolf House, Rewind, and FCCT, where my Fitzsimmons heart was born, basically. So they are the, honourable mentions, notable mentions, I guess, those that didn't fit the top 10, so we can now begin the top 10. First, we have The Team, episode 17 of season 3, and boy, what an episode that was. A bit of a stunning, episode, to say the least, definitely, because, I went into this expecting, a big fight to, rescue the rest of the team. But it was only around 10 minutes, and then we had this mystery. I'm still not over it. It was just really, really bizarre. Because everything was tied to Lincoln, being, infected, by Hive Sway and that, and, it was not looking good for him. And then the bombshell Daisy was the one, the unlikely candidate, and it was just really, really bizarre. And he had that ending where she collapsed the playground, so it seemed, for your perspective, you thought that nobody was safe, at that point, because everything just came crashing down. I think if I recall from episode 18, I think Phil got a bit of the brunt. I think, Maze said something about, bone sticking out of his leg following the attack. But yeah, like it said, it was really, really bizarre. Not just that, but Malik's death, came to fruition after he envisioned it, although we all thought that Hive would have disposed of him. He did dispose of him, but he used a proxy rather than, killing him up front, which is what I envisioned. But yeah, the team was absolutely shocking. The conflict against humans, and Inhumans was really, really well done. And it was a really, really bizarre episode indeed. Number 9 is Space Time. Oh, this was a really, really fascinating episode, definitely. Especially Fitz's explanation about, space. It was just really, really good. One of the best explanations ever. It was just really, really fun. The, stack of A4 paper was really, really great stuff. Not just that though, but the concept of the future, this all goes back to Fitz, the future cannot be changed. And we saw all those glimpses, was Daisy going to die, for being shot by Phil? No, because she got shot in the mirror. He did shoot at Daisy in a sense, but only the reflection, I guess, to stop someone else. But, yeah, not just that, but, you know, it seemed like Daisy was going to bite the dust by the end of season 3, because we had a second glimpse of the space shuttle exploding. Everything about that was just really great. Hive and Malik was completely sinister. And, yeah, it was just a fantastic episode. Like I said, one of the best of season 3, and I was absolutely amazed with everything around that episode. It was an episode that really suited my taste buds, definitely. Number 8 is What They Become, otherwise known as the episode that Daisy finally got her powers. And that was a really, really intense episode. I mean, especially with the jig being up about Whitehall, being, like, now that Cal confronted Whitehall about the whole murder of Jiaying, although, of course, she was back alive. It was really, really tense stuff, and really, really awesome to see. Yeah, Whitehall also dying as well, which Cal was really, really pissed at, of course, because he wanted to do it, but it was Phil who did it. And of course, the big issue... Ooh, I'm attacking things now. The big issue, of course, Daisy getting her powers, which resulted in Tripp's death. Not just that, but Raina as well, although it was consequential for her, of course, with the appearance and how that affected her, especially through the first couple of episodes. Whereas Daisy finally got the powers we know and love her for with Quake, and it was really, really well done. Like, it was probably one of the, it's still probably the ultimate game changer of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at the minute, because it resulted in the transformation of a main character, of course, and Tripp dying, of course, and it was just really, really nuts stuff. Speaking of game changers, number 7 is Turn, 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 and I think this was the episode that really had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, peak, because I know a lot of people do say season 1 is a bit of a slow burner, but I think this was the episode that really, really got the attention of everyone, because, of course, we finally got to know who the clairvoyant was, which was John Garrett. But not just that, Ward, you know, screwing over the fans. Like, we thought he was just generic good guy, and then, bam, out of nowhere, he shoots Victoria Hand, and following John Garrett's leash, I guess. It was just a really, really shocking turn, because I didn't even expect Ward to do that, and thus the birth of our viewing of Grant Ward being an evil piece of shit begun. So it was just a really, really intense episode. Not just that though, but it of course overlapped with the Winter Soldier, with Hydra, everything going on. It was a really, really great tie-in to what was happening during the Winter Soldier, and I really, really enjoyed Turn, Turn, Turn so much. It was, like I said, one of those big game changers, a captivating event, something that will always go down in S.H.I.E.L.D. history, because it was just like I said, surprise turns, the Hydra job that happened during the Winter Soldier. Everything was just really, really nuts, and I think it was just well done. Number 6 is SOS, or more specifically Part 2. I'm not going to cheat with this one, even though they're technically the same episodes, Part 1 and 2, because I think they were 2-hour, but more specifically, since it's still segregated, the last part, episode 22, the finale of season 2. Where do I begin with that episode? Because, let's just glance back to the fact that I was in a range of emotions for 2 minutes straight. Especially with the whole Jiaying versus Daisy final battle kind of stuff, and, you know, when Daisy's number, was looking to be up. The fight with Gordon, so much. I'm having, like, bad memories, reflecting on that episode, because you had Fitz, who you thought was impaled, but he had the luckiest shot ever by having the pipe, stab into Gordon, who did would it be a suicide attempt if he, if he just, like, I don't know, teleported and then Because, well, then again, he didn't see it coming, so. But still, he killed himself there, unknowingly, not knowing what was going to happen. The whole Jiaying thing with Daisy, that was great stuff. And, of course, birthing out more Inhumans with the fish oil. Simmons. Yeah, let's glance about that, because that was still heartbreaking. Bobby as well. And, of course, one of the best moments ever. Agent 33 getting killed because Ward's stubbornness got the best of him. I mean, I'm still saying that's one of the most hilarious moments ever. I mean, Agent 33 was a really pretty good character, but it's so satisfying to see Ward get his, like a sinister piece of shit. Like, it was so satisfying to see. And, yeah, how does it taste? But no, that episode was just off the rails, definitely, and I still can't get over the fact that it was just absolutely mental, especially for those 2 minutes. And Phil, of course, getting his hand sliced off. We thought he was going to die, but in came the slice, and thus birthing the robotic arm. I'm still waiting to see Laserfinger. Is anyone else? And number 5, we have Melinda. Wow, what a powerful episode that was. Of course, we finally got to explore the event that changed her, that really broke her, and they took every opportunity to make that sad, and yeah, it worked. It felt really, really crushing to go to that event and experience May's change, of course. And it was so devastating to see, you know, the start, before and after, basically, because of course you saw May enthusiastic, wanting to start a family with Andrew, of course, and then by the end of it, she was broken. It was just so heartbreaking to see, and I just felt so bad for her. And of course, that is a lingering issue still to this day, of course, with the framework as well, when they tried to change her biggest regret, and it was really, really messed up. And of course, it did prove to be messed up because, you know, I think there was a massacre anyways because May saved the girl. So yeah, like I said, it was really, really emotional, and my heart broke seeing May break. Basically, it was just really, it was a crushing thing, and not just that though, but Rayna's kind of clairvoyance, with the irony of course, it was so ironic, of course, that came to fruition. I think it was that episode where Lincoln saw Daisy and Carl, you know, having a nice time as a family. Like I said, that was that's birthed off, but the main, of course, gist of it was exploring May's turn and how she became this, you know, enthusiastic person into someone who had lost hope, and it was just really, really well done. Like, of course, it was mentioned before, but they took the opportunity to explore that backstory, and they bloody nailed it. Number 4, we have the Singularity. Come on. You should expect me to include a Fitzsimmons episode in this, and I had to. Like I said, one of the best episodes. Oh, my heart was absolutely filled with so much joy. I could have, like, literally, if I had enough room without tripping over and making myself look like even more of an idiot than I do already, then I would have just, like, by the end of that episode, you just would have seen me. To be fair, I should have jumped on the bed and, like, yes, and all that kind of stuff, but that was one of the most enjoyable, and especially in the latter part, it kind of got a bit hectic as well, but seeing Fitzsimmons go all the way was absolutely bloody brilliant, and I just loved it. It was like, they've gone through so much hell, but this was their defining moment, and I just loved it so much. I think my heart was just basically, you know, dying of happiness. It was just so great to see. And of course, we got to explore some interesting concepts as well, like the transhumanists, Radcliffe as well, who became an integral character, of course, with season 4. Is it transhumanists? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, the part cyborg, part human, I think. Because they were technically used to a degree, but not the way I expected it, I think it was. Because I did say I had hoped that they would become some factor in season 4. Which Ada technically did, and it became a really, really massive factor, the whole LMD concept, of course. But no, like I said, the Fitzsimmons train was absolutely great. But like I said, devastating because you saw Suede, Daisy, and Hive approach them, and it was just bringing back bad memories, of course, when Daisy deprived Fitz from oxygen, because, of course, going back to the ending of season 1. And it was really, really daunting, but the payoff was really, really great to see them go all the way. I was just so happy, and, yeah, I was a happy person that day, and I could have just died smiling. Number 3, we have 4,722 hours, also known as the Gemma episode, of course, when she was stranded on Mavis. They absolutely did a fantastic job. They nailed that episode so much, and, I freaking loved it so much. Like, it was really, really powerful to go through Gemma's, like, journey by being stranded on Mavis and, you know, seeing her lose hope, seeing her, like, record these messages, encountering Will, of course. Yeah, it was really, they really did a great job about, how she was just stranded there, and I just loved everything. Of course, we also got to see a bit of a glimpse of Hive as well, who would eventually catch up into Will. But no, it was just really, really well done. And, there was a lot of times where you laughed, like the classic "your dinner biatch" line, "where is the sun?" I know that it can be a bit distressing, but I don't know, for some reason, I do think that, like, there was that calmness, and then there's, "Where's the sun?" But it was just really, really great to explore, you know, what Gemma's been doing since she was took by that monolith at the end of episode 22 of season 2, and it just made me love that episode so much. Number 2, we have World's End, the finale of season 4. It was like SOS. Where do you begin with that one? Because, of course, you had Ghost Rider coming back, looking to try and take back the Darkhold, back Ada, because, of course, she was a manifestation from the Darkhold. So, yeah, that had to happen. The whole situation with Fitzsimmons and Ada, of course, where we all thought that Gemma was going to... I couldn't cope there. I could not cope. And, it was just not good. It was just not good. But not just that, and this is going to play of heavy importance in the 100th episode, as we all know, but Phil becoming the Ghost Rider to take down Ada, which was absolutely epic. But it's going to be really crushing, I bet, by the 100th episode, because I know a lot of people have speculated that he's still got to fulfill his deal as becoming the Ghost Rider, so... and the next episode is called The Real Deal, so... well... But no, everything about that episode was just absolutely nuts. And then, of course, Phil in space, which was really, really... it was a really, really massive shift from the norm of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that we've got to know. There was a lot of concepts about that episode that was really, really... you know, frantic, and it was just really, really fun to watch. Probably the best finale of all of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episodes was far. I think for finale's sake, it's 4, 2, 3, and 1. That's how I would rank them, I guess. Yeah. But, like, they went all out with this one. And I think it was because the future of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was not looking certain at this point. So they went all out, and boy, it was really, really daunting. Emotional, crazy, everything was just absolutely great. At number 1, we have Self-Control. Now, this was the episode that a lot of people were worried about in terms of me editing, and they were right. They were right, because that was hectic. I think it took me a full day to make me decide on what to do with the video, and thankfully I got it out, but it was really... from beginning to end, it was really, really frantic, because we had the LMD crisis set up when Daisy, Phil, Mace and Mac, I believe. Because, of course, I think Daisy was there because we all thought, okay, Fitzsimmons are the only 2 people that's legit, I guess, because May was still an LMD at that time. But plot twist. It was Fitz that was the LMD, and we had that heartbreaking standoff with Fitzsimmons, and it's not something we wanted to see. Although, I will admit, the standoff in Farewell Cruel World was even more painful because that was the Doctor who was the cruel version. And Simmons was so innocent, and oh, it was really, really painful to see. But either way, that scene was just like really, really like uncomfortable to watch, and it made my stress like I was stressing to the bits at that episode because you know, they're at this point and you don't know what the hell is going to happen. So that was a distressing time. Not just that, but the fight scenes were absolutely amazing, especially Daisy just quaking. I think it was Mace or Phil, and Mac definitely, because he disintegrated, and it was just absolutely brilliant. It was all good. The library of LM Daisies as well was really, really creepy. The whole fact that they were turning, like the LMDs were like in control of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was an absolutely nuts episode. Oh, and I'm not forgetting that the last 2 minutes where, we saw what was in the framework, Phil being the teacher, Ward alive, fraud, should I say, of course. Oh, I was like, yeah, we were all freaking out watching that, definitely. And Hydra taking control of the world, the Triskelion. Oh, it was absolutely mental, and I was like chomping at the bit. Funnily enough, I went to see Justice League that day as well, and that was even more better than Justice League, because you just couldn't cope with everything going down. It was nuts, and it was just a fantastic episode. Like I said, probably one of the best, and yeah, like it is the best in my opinion, but thinking about it, it was just absolutely mental. But yes, that's my top 10 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like I said, leave your thoughts down below about what you think is the best episode, but Self-Control definitely, not just for those final 2 minutes, for everything that went on. We had a Fitzsimmons standoff, they wanted to play with our Fitzsimmons' heart, and they did, and that was the first time that happened. So I think it was the most stressing part, I guess, because you never envisioned them two standing up like that. But the writers are evil. They're definitely evil. But no, that's my top 10. Self-Control was absolutely mental, and it was well done. But these episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just makes me so proud to be a Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan. I mean, I love these episodes so much, and the writing for this show is unlike anything else. Like I said, it's funny, this time last year I didn't watch a single Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video, and now it's my second favourite show of all time. Behind Doctor Who, of course. I'm a Whovian. I'm always going to put Doctor Who first. No, but seriously, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has absolutely been a gem, and whether this is the last season or not, I think it's had an impeccable run, definitely. And I just loved every second of it. I mean, not just that, but the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fandom had been really, really beautiful. They know how to write stuff. Fitzsimmons, for example. Like, there have been times where if I'm watching this on the CW, there's gonna be bullshit drama for the next 7 months. And with Fitzsimmons, there is none of that drama because they're using their rational minds. But like I said, it was an the writing is absolutely unlike anything else, and I can't wait to see what the 100th episode has cooked up for us. This is probably going to be another case of self-control, where I'm going to be struggling to put this under 10 minutes or whatever, and yeah, it's going to be a frantic day, so well. But, you know, that was my top 10 episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., episodes of all time. List your thoughts in the comments below what your favourite episode is, and I'll be interested in reading them all. So, it's onwards to the 100th episode. I can't wait to watch this, as everyone else, definitely. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. If you guys enjoyed this video, hope you did I say reaction? I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!